Learned quite a lot about the history of the Topkapi from Hassan. I enjoyed the tour and definitely my boy enjoyed doing the tour together. I would recommend Turkmenia to my family and friends when they come to visit Istanbul. Customer service 10 tenths. Tour guide 10 tenths. Overall, satisfaction guaranteed. Thanks. We were so glad that we joined in the guided tour. Our guide Fatih is a very knowledgeable and engaging guide. We enjoyed every stories and information about the whole palace and harem. Best guide we had so far in Istanbul. Highly recommended. Topkapi is a big palace complex and you can a wide range of Ottoman collections. The tour guide was very helpful in his explanation. Topkapi Palace is very big. The tour guide took us to visit the major courtyards and explained the wonderful history. Thank you. The guide brought us to the old church in the palace, explained a lot of the history in the 3 courtyards that are existing in the palace. After about an hour we were then given free time to go through the exhibits by ourselves. There is quite a bit of Ottoman and Muslim history in this site. The harem section however is not included and requires extra payment, depends on whether it's card or cash. It was a rather pleasant walk and the guide showed us some pretty good viewpoints. The guide was knowledgeable but could have made it more interesting by highlighting more about prophets inside museum room. The harem part was interesting. Overall I would recommend as there are a lot of details related to Turkey. Love the spirit and professionalism of Turkmenia and tour guide Fatih. They contacted me via WhatsApp for arrangement a day before and everything went well. The Topkapi tour was informative and helpful. This tour is worth every penny and we learned so much about the history of Topkapi Palace, Irene and more. Our guide, Ihsan, was so knowledgeable and explained the background of Ottoman Empire and the palace history in clear and concise English. We enjoyed the tour very much and highly recommend it. No wonder they can charge such high price for the ticket and extra TL 600 to visit the harem. The tour guide was very interesting. We visited the Peace Church, but it was used by the Sultan to place weapons, and also visited the royal palace. The harem requires an additional fee, but it is also very cost-effective. Great tour. Meeting point was outside Topkapi. Guide was holding a white E-Pass Istanbul flag which was easy to spot. Had to use earpieces as the group was quite large, 15 packs. Lasted approx 1.5 hours. This tour was so worth the money. The tour guide Elif from Turkmenia was so knowledgeable and friendly. Trust me, you need a guided tour guide for both Topkapi and the harem. The story and history were so interesting. Highly recommended. To avoid crowds, make a reservation at 9 a.m. So Topkapi is still quiet, you can take pictures freely. When it gets a little later, it will be crowded. And don't forget to come late. If you are 5 minutes late, the guide will reject you and tell you to join the next tour. It was raining cats and dogs. The meetup point was packed with visitors and not very sheltered. We were drenched. Guide conversed exceptionally well in English. She was knowledgeable and provided great insights. She was approachable, friendly and patient. I wished we had taken a private tour with her. After her introduction, we were exploring Topkapi Palace on our own. Guide was informative and stories were interesting about the royal life, introduced the highlights before leaving us to explore on our own. Very large attraction to explore, would need close to a whole day to finish seeing the whole place, including the harem which is a separate fee, otherwise 2 hours is sufficient to cover the sites included in this tour. The best attraction in Istanbul. Absolutely worth the price. We spent 5 hours here and we still didn't manage to cover the whole place. If you love architecture and history, definitely allow a full day here. The tour guide arrived very late at the meeting point. He blamed the rain for his delay. We decided to do the tour on our own inside Topkapi Palace because we couldn't wait for the 10 a.m. batch anymore due to the heavy rains. Love this trip learning in details about the historical of Topkapi.